pops out of nowhere and shoots the Doctor in the heart. Of course, why hello YouTube and welcome to what is another Doctor Who Regeneration review. Today I review Doctor Who The Stolen Earth and Journey's End. Directed by Graham Harper, written by Russell T Davies, starring David Tennant, Catherine Tate, John Barrowman, Freema Agyeman, with Elizabeth Sladen and Billy Piper, along with Gareth David Lloyd, nice man, met him, Eve Miles, Noel Clarke and Camille Jury. All in this big, explosive, two-part finale of Series 4. So after the Doctor and Donna are received the message, Bad Wolf, the Doctor telling us it's the end of the universe, the Doctor and Donna arrive back in the present day, which is 2008. They then get back in the TARDIS and realise nothing's out of the ordinary, until the Earth's gone. They're not gone, but the Earth has been moved. The Earth has been stolen. But by whom? We then discover that the planet Earth has been stolen and there's many other planets in the sky. So, the Doctor and Donna have to find out what's been going on. They head to the Shadow Proclamation to try and resolve the problem, but the Shadow Proclamation cannot help the Doctor. But the Doctor then has to try and work out how to get back to Earth. Meanwhile on Earth, everyone gets a message from the mothership. And of course, it is the Daleks. So then, Captain Jack, Rose, Sarah Jane Smith, Martha Jones, all come together to stop the Daleks. But they need the Doctor. Till Harriet Jones, she sends out a signal telling all of them to come together and send a signal out to the Doctor in the hope to find him after this alien software that Harriet Jones got. Harriet Jones was the ex-Prime Minister in Doctor Who. Anyway, we then go... The Doctor picks up the signal and heads back to Earth, and then the Doctor makes it back to the Earth solar system. The Doctor even visits an old place called the Medusa Cascade. Anyway, the Doctor then has a transmission, and it's from the Dalek mothership. And it is the Daleks, but we also see the return of an old foe, Davros. Twisted and more crooked than ever, with this time a robo-hand after his other hand got blown off in Revelation of the Daleks 1985 serial with Colin Baker, the Sixth Doctor. Anyhow, the Doctor then makes his way back to Earth, and because Rose delivered the message to Donna personally, he wanted to know what did Rose actually say to her. But then Donna's like, why don't you go tell her yourself? So then the Doctor and Rose see each other, and then they're running. They're running in slow motion like a romantic film until that romance is crushed by a Dalek who pops out of nowhere and shoots the Doctor in the heart. Of course, Captain Jack arrives in the nick of time and destroys the Dalek. Also, the Daleks go on Earth and they gather up all of the humans because they want them for something. Yeah, the Daleks want people for something, which we find out in the next part. Anyway, the Doctor is wounded. They take him back to the TARDIS and he tells them that he can't stop it now and that he's regenerating, and then starts to regenerate. And that's when it abruptly ends, just there like that. And that had to be like the longest week of my life. Thinking, who's going to replace him? Is it going to be James Nesbitt? Is it going to be Daniel Radcliffe? Is it going to be some guy out of EastEnders? But then we're like, waiting all week till, of course, the episode airs. We then see he doesn't regenerate. He puts his regeneration energy into his hand that he got cut off in the Christmas invasion that Captain Jack hung on to throughout Torchwood Series 1, gave it the Doctor back in Doctor Who Series 3, blah blah blah. He has it throughout this 4th series, puts it into the hand, and then he explains to them that he used the regeneration energy to heal himself, and after that he didn't need to change. And then I was like a bit disappointed, thinking, all that build up for nothing. I was like really disappointed by that he didn't change. I mean, I was gutted that David Tennant was regenerating, but I was disappointed that he didn't actually change or out. And looking back now, I think that was kind of selfish of the 10th Doctor. Also, we never even considered it a regeneration until Steven Moffat made it count as a regeneration after the 50th anniversary special, discovering that Matt Smith is not just the 12th Doctor, the 12th physical appearance of the Doctor, but the last. Anyway, that's still a wasted regeneration, and then we continue it in part 2, The Journey's End. Martha and Captain Jack are... Sarah Jane joins forces with Captain Jack. Anyway, look, this review is going to be a bit longer than I thought, so I'm going to have to do this in separate recordings, but they will all be in one video when it's finished. So, yeah. To be continued. So, where was I? So, yeah, the Doctor's regenerating, blah-de-blah. Also, just, I almost forgot, we find out that Davros survived the Time War after he was killed in the first year through Dalek Khan from the Cult of Skaro, the last surviving Dalek from the Cult of Skaro. We discover that his emergency temporal shift took him into the Time War, which apparently was time-locked, and the Daleks used that to escape. We then discover that also the Daleks are using the planets to trigger the reality bomb. Anyway, Martha and Captain Jack threaten to explode the Dalek mothership and the Earth, so the Daleks can't have anything. But then, of course, Davros teleports them on board the ship and then imprison them all. And then Davros sort of uses his words to punish the Doctor, by making him feel guilty for all the people that have died in his name and stuff. We also discover that they're prisoners on Davros's ship. Also, the Daleks throw the TARDIS into a furnace where they're destroying it with Donna still inside. But Donna, like I said, touches the hand, and then it grows a new 10th Doctor, and then it creates the Meta-Crisis Doctor, who is part human, part Time Lord. And we discover he has one heart, and he's part human and has the aging part, so he'd grow old and never regenerate. Anyway, cutting through all the boring stuff, the Doctor, the Meta-Crisis Doctor and Donna come back to the Dalek ship and then plan their assault on Davros and the Daleks. Of course, Davros imprisoning them and capturing them all. We then discover also that Donna has the brain of the Doctor inside her, and also, they end up having 3 Doctors. The Meta-Crisis, the Doctor, the Meta-Crisis Doctor, and the Doctor Donna, all coming together to use their knowledge to mess around with the Daleks. They all have their fun with them, but then the Emperor Dalek comes down, he's pissed off, they zap him, destroy him, they all get on the TARDIS, the Meta-Crisis Doctor sets off a lever, exploding the Dalek ships, because he was born in war and he's driven by it. The 10th Doctor had a little bit of a go on him. So, go with him, telling him off. So anyway, they get everyone back in the TARDIS, return the planets back to their rightful places in their systems, except for Earth. But they use the power of the TARDIS to bring Earth back. So then, all of them, all the Doctor's companions, the Children of Time, use the TARDIS console, and then they take Earth back home. The Doctor drops everybody off home on Earth, drops Rose off back in the parallel Earth with the Meta-Crisis Doctor, because with him aging and only having one life, he has the life that the Doctor wished he could always have with Rose, because we all know that, well, the Doctor was in love with Rose. He fell in love with her. Mickey stays in the parallel Earth because he has nothing left there to live for. I mean, he had Rose, but they became friends in the end. Anyway, The Doctor then tells Donna that her brain is frying from the Doctor's knowledge, so he erases her memory, takes her home, explains to her family that she can never, remember him or she'll die. Wilfred, Donna's grandfather, bids him farewell, and then that's the end of Series 4. So that being said, I'm going to give Doctor Who, The Stolen Earth and Journey's End, I'm going to have to give it 3 severed Doctor hands out of 5. Because looking at the Doctor's regeneration, I did think it was a little selfish. Anyway, that's been my review on those 2 episodes, so yeah. Be sure to comment down below, and until next time. Oh yes, don't forget to click down below to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also, you can follow me up on social media, Facebook, Twitter, so you can stay up to date with me and see what I get up to outside of the YouTube world. So yeah, be sure to do all that. Shh.